बहुत अच्छा।
कितना समय हो गया? 3-5 तो मुझे लगता है हम लोग सब कोई आ गए हैं और अब हम लोग को ये लेक्चर को शुरू कर देना चाहिए क्योंकि हम लोग का समय बहुत कम रहता है।
जी
तो लेट अस स्टार्ट। और आज के लिए हम लोगों ने जो दवा सिलेक्ट किया है वो है स्पॉन्जिया टोस्टा। स्टूडेंट्स, स्पॉन्जिया का जब नाम आता है तो हम लोगों के दिमाग में नहीं ऑन किया है, So students, we are now going to start this class, and we have selected this Spongia tosta to be our medicine for today. Whenever you think about the Spongia, the thought of sponge came, something that you can squeeze, that you can press it and it expands. So many a time you may be feeling whether it is any use, medicinal use will be there or not. But the homeopathic exploration of medicines is very unique. It has tried to get the medicines from the sand, from the water, from everything from the nature. So all homeopathic medicines are derived, are taken from the natural resources. Whatever there are there in the nature, they are our medicines, and they can become our medicines. So this is very important information for you all to understand that medicines are the part of the nature, and this is Spongia tosta. It is also the part of the nature. So it is a natural sea sponge which simply wonders the natural wonder, wonderful things that you can experience. It is coral. You might have heard about the coral and sponge are among the same important in the animals on the reef. The Spongia, they belong to the animal kingdom. Now just see, they are not mineral. They belong to the animal kingdom from the phylum Porifera. A sponge have unspecialized cells that can transform into other types, which often migrates between the main cell layer and the mesoil in the process. These sponges, they do not have the nervous system, they don't have the digestive system or the circulatory system, but they rely completely only on the flow of the water. So the entire body is in contact with the water and they are getting all the food materials directly. There is nothing waste to be given out, nothing to be taken out. So they are the part of the nature. So see the wonderful nature of the sponge. They are the living animal. They don't have the system like us, but they are getting every feed and they are contributing to the nature. Sponges are very slow moving animal. They are found across the sea floor. Although many sponges actually move less than a millimeter a day, very slow movement. Some adult sponges are actually sessile, and some sponges are sessile in nature. That means they are stagnant and they remain at a position. Sponges are thought to have evolved around 500 million ago, and totally there are today 5,000 known species of the sponge another 5,000 species are to be discovered. So primitive substance known to the whole universe right from the beginning of the planet. And most sponges live in the salt water, attached to the object in the sea floor. They are attached to the sea floor and they live in the sea water. So the scientific term of the sponge is porifera, which literally means pore bearing. You will see the small pore in the sponge. The sponge is covered with the tiny pores called ostia, which leads internally to a system canal and eventually out to one of the more larger holes. So each entire body, you will see the hole, the pores, and the water are crossing here and there. So don't need to, every part of the body of the life is exposed to the nature, to the water, the salted water. This is the unique feature that you can see in the Spongia costa. The sponge body is like a jelly and supported by the thin layer of the, so when you touch it, if you feel something like there in the jelly. The body sponge contains thousands of pores which allow water to keep flowing through it. The sponge have no organs and obtain their nutrition from water. This is the only animal thing where you don't find any type of the organ. Also, you see how it is similar to the plant kingdom. They also don't have the any system in their body. So this you can think like this. That is, a sponge is a in between with a transitional substance or transitional animal between the animal and the plant, and they live in the water, the salted water. So they have the variety of the things and very unique, and they look very beautiful. They are ugly, they are beautiful, and they are very astonishing type of the substance for our earth. Number of species are known to have more than carnivorous diet, eating a small fish, and there are some of the sponge they eat on the carnivores. That means the animal vegetable they are non-vegetarian substance. And there are some sponge which are omnivorous. That means they eat everything. They get nutrition everything. So this is the abundance, and this is the beauty, and this is the wonder of the nature. And sponges are hermaphrodite. That means they have the both male and female organ in the same body. Fertilization occurs inside many sponges and sometimes externally with the sperms are released into the water. Two types are there. Fertilization takes place inside the body also, or sometimes outside the body also. And tiny small larvae are able to move through the water, and they settle on the seafloor, and they start growing and becoming bigger and bigger. They have the calcium carbonate and silica spicules, and most Spongia genera make this similar to the Hispospongia, and Spongia have soft, entirely fibrous skeleton. The skeleton are not like the bone, but they are fibrous. And earlier it was padding, helmets, portable drinking utensils, and many things were being used with this medicine. And between 20th century, overfishing brought both animal and the industry close to this extinction, and many objects with a sponge-like textures are now made of substance and now not derived from the porifera. Now, whatever you are getting in the market today, nowadays, they are not the natural spongia, they are the synthetic, they have been synthesized. But what we are talking, our medicines is not the synthetic spongia, but the natural spongia, which is available in the natural way in the sea. It is an antibiotic compound. It has got very important information that the spongia have the medicinal potency because of the presence. They have the microbial symbiotic chemicals that may be used to control viruses, bacteria, tumor, and the fungi. So this medicines become a very potential medicines for providing the antibiotic or killing the bacteria or the viruses from the body. Most spongia works like a chimney. They take the water at the bottom, and eject it from the oculum. Oculum are the little mouth. You see the graph. They take the water, they eject inside, and they go out. So this is a beautiful display of the nature's way. According to Hahnemann, toasted sponge was first mentioned in the as a specific for goiter by Arnold von Villanova in the 13th century, but it has generally given the mixed with the other substance and had fallen into disuse when Hahnemann proved it. Clark said spongia was known to Dr. Hahnemann. He proved it in his own way, and but this medicine, it came as a medicine, as an anti-matic medicine for the use, a specific medicine for the goiteric conditions, which was used by narrated by Arnold von Villanova in the 13th century itself. So very primitive type of the medicinal substances it is. The virtue of a spongia have been attributed to the iodine contained in it and partially liberated by the presence of roasting. Now what we are doing, when it is to be prepared as a medicine, it is roasted. And because it is found in the sea water, it contains lot of the iodine in it. That's why people thought about the thyroid for using it for the thyroid. But spongia also contains other elements also besides this iodine. It is antipodal to the iod in this respect, best suited to the blue-eyed, fair-haired patient. You might have seen the lady or the boy who is having the blue eye. Spongia is suited to the scrofulous affections and is often indicated with omen of the lax fiber, where the fibers are loose and the skins are the loose. And so it is best of the Burnet medicine. Spongia is said to contain some iodine, and so it has got remarkable action on the neck goiter. And it is in homeopathy also therapeutically, people are trying to use it as a thyroid medicine or medicines for the thyroid. So nowadays, many people it is being misused for the hypothyroidism and hypothyroidism cases. But it is not specific. Now let us go into some of the symptoms that we can utilize for the totality of the medicine. Keynes said it is a fear of the heart disease. It is an anxious type of the medicine. Marked anxiety is there. And there are fear of death, suffocation associated with palpitations in the region of the heart, and mental symptoms. So spongia is a heart remedy. That means the spongia belongs to the emotional group of the medicine. Emotions is predominating in this medicine. They wake at the night with great fear and suffocation, and it takes some time to feel that they are not there is no, it was the dream. It's the dream, and every time they live in the state of the fear. So fear state is the dominating, fear and anxiety state is a dominating feature for the spongia cases. Keynes say it is a tubercular diathesis medicine, especially suited to the young people of the tubercular parents who remain weak and pallid and do not thrive tubercular diathesis. So very important things that you can see and compare it with the tuberculinum, with the phosphorus and other calcium medicines here. Okay, it is a very chilly patient, and they are aggravated by the chill, and they are aggravated by the cold on the dry weather. So it is a very chilly type of the patient. The cold weather is very dangerous weather for the spongia patient, and also for all those patients who are having the thyroid region where the thyroids are affected, and you will see the cases of the thyroid. Most of the patients you will see that they are chilly in nature. So dryness of the mucous membrane, especially of the respiratory tract, and in proportion to extent rattling, this remedy is decreasingly indicated. So when rattling sensation, when you try to listen the heart, chest, you will see something is moving, rattling, uh, like some paper, or you display crackling sound will be there. So it is, and it indicates you of the dryness of the mucous membrane. And you see the tongue, which I have displayed here. This tongue, just very important that it seems as if it is cracked. Peculiar feature for the tongue of the spongia. Wet weather ameliorates. They feel better in the wet weather, but they become uh, they become better with the wet weather. And a chilly but wet weather ameliorates. Rainy season, they are very happy. They belong to the rain. They belong to the water. That slip into aggravate. Suffocating is during the sleep. They will get lot of the cough which is asthmatic, cardiac in nature, and they aggravated after the sleep. So sleep is broken by the dreams. Sleep is broken by the dreams and slip into aggravation. All those problems which get aggravated during the sleep. As soon as the patient is sleeping, it starts having the problems. So sleep is getting disturbed. This is very important understanding that you can think about this spongia medicine. This medicine, the important aggravation time is from 12 p.m. to the 2 p.m., 2 a.m. in the midnight. This is midnight medicine. And like that of the arsenicum, the restlessness, you can compare the restlessness of the arsenicum. The fear is there, and here also there's arsenic. But here the dryness is very, dryness is very. The medicine, please. Lying on the right side aggravate and lying on the back ameliorate. You see the beautiful phenomena of lying on the right side aggravate and lying on the back ameliorate. Then it is, they have the hot drinks and hot foods they have got, they feel better. Cough become better, dyspnea become better, pain in the stomach become better, and bellyache become better with the hot drinks or the hot food. Then they are ascending aggravates, walking on the stairs, traveling, going up through the stairs, it becomes difficult for the, because of the lungs affected. They have the glandular effect. Whenever you think about the glandular infection, you can think about this medicine. Inflammation, enlargement, and indurations are the important criteria for the selection of this medicine. You might have heard about the Bastille syndrome. This is more common in the European country, and the Graves, where this autoimmune disorders, where the thyroid is overactive, producing excessive amount of the thyroid hormone. The Graves disease, this is especially indicated in the Graves disease, because named after the Irish doctor Robert James Grave. Some peculiar symptoms are there: croupy cough, raw nasal, larynx sensitive to touch, acute cold, settling in the larynx, pain, singing, talking. When they try to sing, when they try to move, they have got the pain. You just see the sore throat, which is aggravated by the fits. Sore throat, which is aggravated by the fits. So cough, what is the type of the cough? Hollow, barking, crowing, sawing, or croupy, aggravated by the cold drink and ameliorated by the eating hot and cold drink. It is very important medicines for the asthma, where there is no rattling or mucus is there, dryness with the warm drinks, better by warm drinks, or sitting forward or bending head backward, asthma coming on the midnight. Chronic orchitis. Now this orchitis swelling of the spermatic cord. Anna, this is important. This is also the indicative for of the spongia tosta. Very important symptoms that you can see in this medicine. Then region of the body is heart, bulb, larynx, glands, thyroid, testicles, lymph glands, nerves, and they are left side and the right side. These are the region of the body. And you can see lot of the aggravating factors are there, which are basically related to the cold, like exertions, raising arms, ascending stairs, thinking of the symptoms, anxiety, warm room, and they are better with the lying with the head low, eating a little, but emulated by the cold, descending, going downward, bending on forward, warm food for food and drinks, drinking ameliorate the cough, rest ameliorate by the many symptoms except of the respiratory symptoms. This is the contradictory symptoms for the spongia, where the rest patients feel better in the rest by the rest in the different other part of the body, but the respiratory system gets aggravated when the patient is resting. So they have the aversion fear, they have desire for the delicacy, beer and the cold drinks, and they are getting worse from the tobacco, fat, butter, cold drinks and cold drinks and milk, and better by the warm drinks. So nucleus of this medicine slips into aggravation, fear of suffocation. This is the central point of this medicine. Summary of this medicine: dryness of the mucous membrane, chilliness, dry barking cough ameliorated by the warm food and drink, and descending cold which descends to the lower part of the body to the laryngitis, and right side lying on the right side and by lying on the back side. So this is important thing for this medicine's understanding. Friends, these are very useful things, but whenever you are trying to prescribe this medicine, you have to think like that if the totality of the symptoms has to be considered. So you must be careful how you are using this medicine and with this with the way that you have to prescribe. So with this this topic is closed now. The session is open for your questions. You can have any questions with me. Unmute Karina. You can unmute now. You can talk. You can ask question right now. Friends, you have any questions now regarding this spongia only. Regarding this spongia only, if you want to ask something, you are able to listen you. One by one. Anyone? Start. You want to ask something? Please tell your name. Anand, you want to ask?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, please define some modality regarding respiratory system.
That I have already told you, Anand.
Yes, sir.
The patient feels better when lying on the back side, but lying on the left side, the patient ascending. Any problem which gets aggravated by ascending stair, climbing on the stair.
Sir,
yeah.
Sir, one thing I want to ask that you.
Yeah, tell me.
Lying head amelioration.
Yeah.
Sir, you told that lying head ameliorate the complaints. Please define this one.
So, lying on right side aggravate and lying on back ameliorate. When the patient, when you are sleeping on the back side of your body, you are feeling better. When you are feeling on the, when you take a turn towards the right side, That means when you lie down towards your heart side, your problem gets aggravated.
Oh, and sir, head low means patient do not want pillow. Hello?
There is no question of only sleep position. Position of the sleep position is lying on the right side is aggravated. When the patient lies down on the right side, he feels worse, and when he feels lie down on the back side, he feels better. This symptoms is very much similar to the nephrum muriticum.
Okay.
This symptoms is very much similar to the nephrum muriticum. Lying on the right side, nephrum patient also feels worse, and with nephrum patient, all the problem gets better when they lie down on the back side. You are getting the point? It is not about the head. It is not about the head.
Yes, sir. And
you got my point?
okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And the both and sir, both medicine is I think therapeutically used in thyroid patient. The natramur and the spongia are both.
Similarity between natramur and yes, spongia. This is a very good things that you should learn comparing. Natramur is the salt, the sodium chloride, which is the part of the water, which is part of the component of the seawater. And this spongia animal, it is thriving and it is growing in the natramur climate. You see that this is the animal natramur.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which is fed.
Spongia is an animal.
Spongia is found in the seawater, and seawater is already natramuriticum water.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Salty water. That's why you will see lot of similarity between the natramuriticum and this medicine. Anxiety is there.
Yes, sir. Now I got it.
Anxiety is there in both the medicines. You got the point? Anxiety is there in both the medicines. And then another medicines that we compare with all the medicines which belongs to the tubercular family. And natramur is also one of the prominent medicines for the tubercular. If you go to the synthesis repertory and you see elements, family history of the tuberculosis and element personal history of the tuberculosis, there are some medicines where spongia is also included, natramur is also included, along with the phosphorus, calcarea carb, and the tuberculin. Now you can compare with the calcarea carb also. Calcarea carb.
Yes,
here you can think about the calcarea carb also, because calcarea carb is a calcium carbonate which is belongs to the part, and from where we have got the calcarea carb, it is not the commercial, not the chemical. We have got it from the cell crust. So it is the calcium from the calcium from the sea. Any medicines which belongs to the sea, natramuriticum, calcarea carb, they belong to the spongia, sepia. Yeah, definitely sepia is also the sea animal. So any medicine or the fish animal, we can learn the medicines in a better way by comparing and where they belongs to. This is important things that you can think of. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Now I got it.
We have still 8-minute time to continue. You can. I have taken a small lecture and only to satisfy your query. See, just what I told you, that this is not only neither animal nor plant. Neither animal nor plant. You might have seen the man who is neither male or nor female. You get me a point? What you call to those people who are not male or female? Hijra.
Transgender, sir.
You get my point? Hijra, you understand? They are neither male nor female. So here, this medicine, spongia, is neither animal nor plant. This is very important learning for you. Neither animal nor plant. They have the animal character of moving. to move. They have slowly they move. They can move, but they are their things are working like an animal, and they are very much slow in movement. So just see the evolution of the nature, how the nature has evolved from plant kingdom towards the animal kingdom, or animal kingdom towards the plant kingdom. So this is the way that we should learn homeopathy, because homeopathy means you have to go into the sensation, you have to go into the inside, you have to go into the sensation. Sensation means feelings of the patient. Then from where? Now, Ankit, you want to ask something?
हाँ यस सर.
Yeah, Ankit.
हेलो. हाँ सर, जैसे कि हम लोग स्पोंजिया टोस्टा के बारे में ज्यादा जानते हैं कि कफ ऑफ में मतलब बेटर वर्क करता है. सर हम मतलब एक क्वेश्चन आपसे करना चाहते हैं कि जैसे हम लोग जानते हैं एंटिम टार्ट है, एंटिम टार्ट का जो कफ है वो निकल नहीं पाता है. और हिपरसल्फ है, इसका जो कंपेरिजन दिया हुआ हिपरसल्फ का, हिपरसल्फ में भी लगता है उसको कफ है पर निकल नहीं पाता है. सर मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि आप सर कफ से रिलेट करके सर स्पोंजिया को बताएं.
When you see that when you are trying to compare the antim tart and the spongia, now you see that what is antim tart? It's Antimonium tarticum, and the spongia is a animal. That means it belongs to the animal system. Now what you ask, in the antim tart, it is difficult to move out from the cup. But what you see, and, there is in this medicine, dryness of mucous membrane is very prominent. Dryness of mucous membrane is very prominent. In antim tart, the mucus are formed, but it is not getting out. But in spongia, you will not see the mucus, because there is no dryness. Means what? No mucus. There is no mucus.
Yes, sir.
So when you think about the spongia, you think that there is no mucus at all, but the patient is feeling like that of the cough. No cough is coming out. In the antim tart, some cough will come out, because antimony, they produce the cough, but it is difficult to expel the cough, expel the expectora. You get my point? There it is formed.
Yes, sir.
In a spongia, it is not formed, because of the basic principle, the dryness. When you touch the sponge, you feel like a dry sensation there. If you touch the natural sponge, you will see the dryness and the roughness. The dryness and roughness is important phenomena. So whenever you think about the dryness and roughness, you can think about the spongia testa. But when you think about the antim tart, there is no dryness at all. They have some feeling, something is there, some watery substance is there, and they are trying to expectorate it. They are trying to give it out from the body, expel it out from the body. So this is not only related to the cough. You have asked me about the cough, but this is not only related to the cough. It is also related to other things. The stool has become so hard. No water is there, and it is not coming out. That you can think about the dryness of the, and for this also you can use the spongia toaster. And antim tart, comparing to the constipation symptoms, here also you can think about the like that of the cough that I told you. Cough is there but not getting out. Here no cough is there, so there is no question of getting out. You got the differences?
Yes.
You
Yes, sir.
You understood the differences?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. सर एक और क्वेश्चन किया गया लाइकेसिस से. सर थोड़ा बता देते लाइकेसिस से.
Lachesis, yes. What you want?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lachesis, what you want?
Sir, lachesis is venom of sir.
Lachesis for what?
लाइकेसिस मतलब पॉइजन है सर स्नेक का. लाइकेसिस
लाइकेसिस को क्या कैसे देखना चाहते हैं आप इसमें?
सर उसको कंपेयर किया गया, तो हम सोच रहे हैं कि किस मतलब पॉइंट पे किस मतलब के ऑर्गन को लेकर कंपेयर किया गया है.
Lachesis को when you are trying to compare the lachesis, Basically, Hering has put it into the throat problems. ठीक है?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Throat area
Yes, sir.
किया गया है. And lachesis is a medicine which is meant for the inner desire for no motion. Shant jagah par, cool, calm place. They don't want to disturb. And when you disturb it, they become fiery. Lot of the sound will come out. They will talkative. Lot of the lachesis symptoms are there with the lachesis. Espongia symptoms. They have the they don't like have the fiery type of the person. The fiery nature, it is very, what you say, the impulsive nature, you can see the prominently in the lachesis patient. But in the spongia symptoms, the species is not respond. Whichever medicines which are anxious medicines, this spongia is the anxious type of the medicine, fearful type of the medicine. They look more about themselves. Anxiety and fear means that when person is more concerned about own life, they will have the feeling. But the lachesis have got the confidence. They have got the concentrations. They have the meditated mind. They have the strong mental power, ability. So with this, lachesis will have the courage to move out. The spongia will not have the courage to move out. This is the difference. Basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
1 minute more. 1 minute और है. पूरा समय का सदुपयोग कर लेना है ना? 2 आदमी और हाथ उठाए हैं. पूछिए, केवल 1 मिनट है.
Sir, hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, one short question, sir.